This one simple process helped me make $1.2 million selling ebooks, and now AI lets you automate everything. Developing the idea, writing it, designing it, even building the simple site that sells it for you. I'm Brian Moran, founder of SamCart, and I just spent the last 48 hours diving into real sales data from over 20,000 ebook sellers, and what I discovered will completely change how you think about making money online. You don't need to be a writer, designer, or tech expert to crush it with ebooks. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how to use AI to write, design, and launch your ebook business on complete autopilot, even if you've never created anything before. Let's dive in. Okay, so the first question I want to answer is why ebooks? If you're someone who's thinking about starting a business online, why is ebooks such a popular thing, or why do so many people recommend it? Again, I'm running SamCart, so we have over 100,000 people who have made sales on our platform, selling everything from drop shipping basketballs from China to ebooks, online courses, coaching programs, services, consulting, agencies, literally every product under the sun. And in my experience, selling digital products, in particular ebooks, is the easiest and by far the cheapest to get started. On top of that, this is a digital product that you can create one time and sell it to millions of people 24/7, 365 without you needing to be at your computer to update it, change it, ship it, like any of that stuff. You can be a completely autopilot business, almost. Not obviously, you're gonna have to look at your business. It's not like you're gonna be able to go to the beach and just retire. But there are people who don't touch these types of businesses for a long time, and they continue to make sales, either because they have organic social media content like YouTube videos that just rack up views over time and make sales, or they're running ads or whatever. Long story short, you can make it once and sell it as many times as you want. The other thing is most people don't know this, or they doubt it, but scaling to 6 and 7 figures per year in sales with just an ebook is actually possible. In fact, the first ebook that I started selling is actually what ended up funding my next business, which then funded the creation of SamCart, which is now a $300 million software company. All of it started from an ebook, an actual digital product that looked like crap but sold really well because it followed the couple rules that I'll give you for what it takes to have an ebook that actually makes money, that people want to buy, want to give you money in order to buy. But like everyone, I struggled at first. In fact, it took me almost 18 months to even make my first dollar, trying to sell this ebook that I had for over a year, almost 2 years, with nothing to show for it. My first ebook was in the baseball niche. I had a website called trainbaseball.com. If you can see right behind me a bunch of baseball stuff back on that shelf, that was my job before I became, full-time entrepreneur. Wanted to be a pro baseball player as a passion of mine, so I figured let's start a business in this niche and create digital content where I can share what I know about this sport with the world. What ended up happening was no one actually wanted the product that I was selling. And what I thought the problem was the design of this book, or the design of my site. I thought I didn't have enough traffic. I even tried ads, wasted a couple $100, didn't make any sales. And all these things that I thought were the problem were not actually the problem with this product. The real problem was that I didn't identify one problem for one person, didn't have a good title, didn't have a single one-page landing page or website that actually convinces people to buy, also known as a sales page. I was breaking all of these fundamental rules, and that's why this product didn't sell. And so if I had to break up everything into, or create a list of these must-have elements for your ebook, or this really applies to almost any product, but if we're just talking about ebooks, these are the must-haves if you want your ebook to actually make money. And the first 4 are what I call the rule of 1. You have to have one problem that your ebook is solving. The mistake that I made, my first ebook was called the 10-step hitting system, and it was about baseball and how to become a better hitter. So it wasn't identifying and fixing one problem. It was trying to fix all of their hitting problems in one ebook. So it was more of a glossary or encyclopedia. It was too much for people to believe that I could solve all their problems. What I should have done is broke out one of the chapters that was about how to hit the curveball, this very specific thing that a lot of kids struggle with, and the book should have just been called How to Hit a Curveball. And that book would have sold. Knowing what I know now, that would have made 1,000 times the income that the product that I made would ended up making, because it would have been more specific, would have solved one problem. The next step is you have to write the book for one person. My book was for any baseball player, ages 4 all the way up to 18. And that is a problem. When you're not specific about who this is for, that it will struggle to sell. If you're writing a weight loss book, it can't be for everyone. for stay-at-home moms, dads working full-time, or parents with young kids, or college guys. It can't be all of these markets. You have to pick one market. Again, my book should have been called How to Hit a Curveball for 8 to 12-year-olds. That immediately would have gotten the attention of the customer, which in this case was either the parent or the coach, and made them believe that this actually could solve their problem because it was written for them. The next step is you need to sell it with one landing page. I call it a sales page. We actually have a process for this. I believe I made a YouTube video about it, but we have tons of training about how to create a sales page. It's this simple step-by-step process that follows the perfect sales script to take a stranger who does not know you or like you or trust you yet and gets them to know, like, trust you enough to give you their money. That is a hard thing to do if you try to make it up on your own. If you follow all of the processes that are out there when it comes to convincing people to buy, and you make one page that is dedicated only to getting someone to buy this one product, solves one problem for one person, you have a much higher likelihood of making that sale. Number 4 is have one sales channel. The other big thing, everyone messes this up, and they create this product, they have a website, and they try to go get traffic from SEO or now AI and YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, paid ads on every different channel. You're spreading yourself too thin. These days, you have to become a master of one platform in order to succeed. So if you want to try a couple to see which one you like creating content for the best, maybe it's Instagram or X or LinkedIn or YouTube or SEO or reaching out to affiliate partners, whichever one you gravitate towards the most, laser focus on that one. Study that one channel as much as humanly possible. Perfect it. Put out a ton of content. Learn from what works. Tweak as you go and become a master at that one channel. That is the only way to success. We actually have hundreds, probably thousands at this point, of 7 and 8 figure sellers, people making between $1 million and $10 million a year, that they get all of their customers. They make all of their money still, even at that scale, from just one channel. So you do not need to have all of these different channels going to make what your goals are probably a little bit lower than $1 million to $10 million a year. You're most likely, if you're watching this, hoping to make an extra couple grand a month or maybe 10 grand a month. You absolutely can do that with just one channel, whether it's YouTube or SEO or anywhere else. The 5th one is you have to have a great title. This one, people mess up all the time, and they try to come up with really cute titles, or, they try to put buzzwords into their titles and they just confuse people. Your title should back up what the problem that you're solving is. I'll show you how to do that in a minute when I demo this whole thing. I'll actually make one of these titles live. So with that being said, let's jump over to the computer and I'll walk you through the step-by-step process for actually creating one of these, an entire ebook business from scratch. Okay, so let's go through the entire process. The beauty now with AI is all of these things, you can just tell AI to follow the rules I just gave you and it will do it. So I'm going to use this little custom GPT that I built that has a lot of this already baked in, but I'll walk you through what I've told it to do so you can do it on your own. So I want to create an ebook about hitting a baseball better. And let's let it go do its thing. Okay, so you can see right off the bat, I've already told it to tell me to do these things, but it's going to help me narrow down my niche. So it's going to say, look, here's a bunch of the popular topics in the baseball hitting niche. So what do you want your book to actually be about? So I actually like this bat speed one. I'm going to copy this, and it's going to give me a whole bunch of other cool research that I programmed it to do, stuff that people are spending money on, sub niches. This is a good one. So actually I'll say, I want my ebook to be about increasing bat speed, and it's mainly for, I'll say, youth baseball hitters 8 to 12. The next thing this should do is take me through picking a good title. So it's going to recap, say, here's the big problem and here's the big benefit that I'm going to solve. So it's already laser focusing on one problem, one benefit. And it's going to give me these title ideas. And so you can get an idea for what a great title is just by looking at this list. One thing that I like in titles is using alliteration. So this bat speed blueprint, so the 2 B's, those are always like easier to say, easier to remember. The youth hitter's secret to faster swings, the 7-day bat speed challenge, how to swing faster without swinging harder. These are all great title/headline formulas. And what you notice is these things you are incapable of not understanding what this book is about if I choose one of these titles. If I call this book The Bat Speed Shortcut, which that's what I'm going to go with. So I like the title, The Bat Speed Shortcut. if that's my title, it's impossible to not know what this book is about. It's about bat speed, and it's about an easier way to get bat speed. If you're a baseball player or coach or parent, that's something that you're probably thinking about, and you like the idea of a shortcut. Like, that's the idea of a perfect title. Naming this something, cute, or, using some buzzword or, acronym that people don't understand. You got to remember, like, people don't know what you know. You need to talk to them like, a stranger who knows what you're talking about. So the next thing is it's going to walk me through actually creating the perfect ebook. And so these are what we teach people in all of the ebooks that I've written and sold in the past. This is kind of the formula that we follow, is an introduction where we kind of give people the big why when they open up that first page, is just restating, the big problem that we're going to solve, the goal, maybe telling your story, then explaining the core content. This is just the steps that they're going to take, that this is where my knowledge comes out. These are the steps that I would walk a kid through in order to get to those. Now, obviously, AI made these up, so you would put yours in here. But for this exercise, I'm just going to let the AI make up what the content is. Obviously, you don't want to sell, just content that AI generated. Then we might go through some case studies, maybe give a bonus chapter that actually helps us when we go to script our website. So there's actually bonuses that they get, making it feel like they're getting even more. And then I always end with, if I have a second product, an upsell kind of final chapter that teases the next product that I want them to buy. So it's going to walk me through, asking me what's my personal experience. So it wants to put my knowledge in this. It's what I programmed this to do. I'm just going to tell it to just go ahead and make up the content yourself for now, just so we can go ahead and get some content that we can write. So right now, AI is going to write the entire book for me. I can now take this and put my spin on it. Obviously, that's what you would do. This is where a lot of people struggle, is what do we do next? What's the next step? How do we take all of this text and turn it into a really beautiful PDF? And this can be really difficult, especially, tools like Canva are not really ideal for doing this with dragging things around. And so we created a tool that is inside Typeset, soon to be inside SamCart as well. We'll link to everything down below, so you can check it out. But let me go ahead and copy this entire thing, and I'll put it into a Google Doc so we can go ahead and start designing, and I'll show you what the next steps are. So here's my entire ebook, and I'm going to copy and paste this in. Okay, so for this exercise, I just copied it all over into a Google Doc. I went up into File and then said download a Microsoft Word document. This is one of the easiest ways for the tool that we love and use, and that we built, this tool called Typeset. What it lets us do is import from these documents. So over on Typeset, which you can go grab, it's super cheap. I literally just go under, hit create, and I go over to document/ebook. It's going to build up the AI engine here where I can just tell it what I want and it'll write the book from scratch. So I could have skipped the AI, but I actually like ChatGPT a little bit better right now. But this upload file, I can go over here and I can go grab my ebook and just import it in, and Typeset is going to bring all of that text in, and it's going to start designing it for me. You can see right off the bat, let me see if I can bring this up, make it look a little better. So right off the bat, it has already started to chunk out all of my pages for me and start to design them. It's even brought in the emojis. And so now within a couple minutes, I can go add pictures and images and charts and all kinds of really cool stuff to make this look really good. So let me do kid baseball, and I'll grab this one right here. And so you can see I can just take a few minutes and add a couple pictures and graphs, maybe a few charts, and just move things around over here on the left-hand side. And my ebook is beautifully designed right here over on the right side. With Typeset, what's super cool is I can change these themes. So I can go and say, let's try this theme. So it kind of made everything gray. Maybe my brand colors are pink. Maybe they're black and yellow, and I like this font. You literally can click one button, and the entire look and feel of your ebook matches your brand, your style, your logos, whatever it is that you want. You can put page numbers on these. Everything is super, super simple. And I now have a finished product that is ready to go. In fact, this product was engineered so that it also makes money by selling my second product. What I can do right here, cool thing with Typeset, is you just use the /. It gives you all of these different kind of widgets or, elements that you can add onto your page. And one of them is this button right here. So I can say, hey, go to trainbaseball.com/ upgrade. And it will go, I can just say, click here now, and it will give me a cool little button right there. I can just delete this line. And now all of a sudden, I have a clickable button inside of my PDF. You can embed videos in here, all kinds of really cool stuff that you can add to your document. So my ebook is now designed for me almost on autopilot. Now that I'm done, you just click on export. You can export this right away just by going into PDF portrait mode, just like it stands, and click export. It will start to download it. I can switch this into images, so I can turn these into social posts. I can go landscape mode and make this a webinar slide or a YouTube video. You can literally take one asset instead of just having an ebook and having to start over from scratch to create everything else. You can switch over to other types of assets and repurpose all that work you did to make that one ebook and come up with marketing material for social media, ads, webinars, videos, all kinds of really cool stuff. So here is my finished ebook. The perfect PDF, looks great. The content is fantastic, perfectly good in order to start selling. But now what we need is we need a website in order to sell this. And we just need one single landing page that follows the simple process that will turn visitors into paying customers. So if I go back to my custom GPT, it's already ready for me to go. If this was you, you could just say, now write me a sales letter that follows, some of the really simple processes out there are like problem, agitate, solve sales letters. There's a formula called the 12-step sales letter. I have a 22-step VSL format that I sometimes use. There's a whole bunch of different ways. In the end, they're all pretty much the same. So I'm just going to say, yes, go ahead and write my sales letter. And you can see right off the bat, it is giving me the exact copy that I'm going to paste onto my website and use this to start to create my website. The beauty of this too is with SamCart, you can simply take all of this and you can go create your website. I can go and do exactly how I created the ebook. It's the same exact process, except we use SamCart to do it for this. So if I go into SamCart, I'm going to hit create new landing page. I'm going to say baseball, bat speed ebook. Going to go ahead and click on create page, and we have the same typeset technology that you can import a document or just paste all of your text in and then very easily make everything look really pretty. And so what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to actually use this digital products template that we have and just click on next. And I'm not going to add any other sections in here. You can if you want, but my page right now using the template, this is exactly what we want our page to look like. Same basic format. So I can just go in piece by piece and start right up at the top and just say, okay, here's my main headline. Let me go and change this headline out. Here's the pre-headline. Let me change the pre-headline. I can delete this top section because we don't need that. Here's the sub-headline. Can change this sub-headline here. Can go and replace this image, and let's go look for kid playing baseball and look for a really good photo of a kid hitting a baseball. Might need to reposition this one a little bit, and there we go. I mean, you can see just the top section of this page already looks great, is engineered to convert, and has the content, the actual copy or text of this page is written by an expert. I mean, ChatGPT knows all the things that the best copywriters in the world know. It knows. And so now, instead of hiring a copywriter or studying copywriting and persuasion for years, like most of us, who got started pre-2020 had to do, this thing is engineered to convert and is going to convert. You just swap things in, hit save on this page, set up your product, and you are good to go. So I won't bore you with watching me do every single step of this, but let me go ahead and speed this up, and I'm just going to kind of copy and paste this stuff in, move things around, make it look good, and show you when it's done. All right, I'm done editing this page. I just click publish. Now let's go see the live page, and there it is. I now have a single one-page website where somebody goes, they can click on this button and buy this product right here. Looks like that image did not show, but I'll show you that it's there. Probably just have to hit publish again. There's a picture of the actual ebook itself. This page covers everything from what they get to, what objections they might have, makes them picture that future world, outlines all the benefits of it, tells my backstory, leads with the big benefit, all the things that you need to do in order to convince somebody to buy your digital product. I'm now good to go. Had AI write the actual page for me, had SamCart's AI designer design the actual page, click published, and now I have a one-page website where I can send all of my traffic. The final step is that traffic step. And this is where a lot of people, they think they want to list their products on Etsy or Amazon because those platforms are going to give them traffic. That's a great place to list your product, but in the end, you have to have a place that you can call home, a place that you own, that you have full control over, which is this website right here that SamCart can create for you. So if you see, this is really the outline of the perfect ebook business. This little mind map right here can bring in 5, 6, 7 figures per year. It all stems from you need to pick one target customer. You need to have a product that solves one problem. You need to have one page, right? If I could zoom correctly, one page that convinces them to buy that product, and then pick one channel that you are going to dominate that's going to send all of your traffic to that page. If that is Instagram, you just take the URL to this page and you put it in your Instagram bio and convince people to click it. Same thing on X, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. On YouTube, you should put the link in every single YouTube video description, in your bio on YouTube. Just make sure wherever you can add a link that you are sending people to this one page. That is the name of the game. And then people can get access to it after they visit this page and buy. SamCart can send them a simple email where you upload the PDF and it just sends it to them. You can create a secure members area with SamCart where you can have videos and all kinds of stuff in there and they can access it that way. It really does not matter. As long as people get access to this PDF that they bought, they are going to be happy campers. So that is how you create an ebook business in a matter of minutes. A couple questions I want to answer that I know a lot of you usually are wondering about is how much traffic do I need to get to that page in order to make a sale? If you're selling an ebook, I recommend a price somewhere between $7 and $27. I usually go on the higher end, like $27. That way you're making a good amount of money every time somebody buys. Priced in that range, you should expect about a 10% conversion, which means for every 10 visitors that you get, you make one sale, which means if you can get 100 visitors a day, which is not all that hard, you can make $270 a day. The other question is, how do you compare like listing your digital product on Amazon or Etsy versus having your own website and using a platform like SamCart to do it? In my opinion, you should always have your own website on a platform, whether it's SamCart or any other one. And the main reasons are you don't have to pay all the fees, you have infinite customization, you own everything. You don't have any control over how much money you make if you do list it on Amazon or Etsy. Those are great other channels to also list your products, but you should have a home where all of your social media traffic, all of your paid media traffic, if you're running ads or doing SEO, you want a place for you to send all of that traffic. If Etsy wants to send you free customers, great. But if you want to take control of your business and have something that's reliable, that is going to live on, that you have control over how much you grow it, you have to have a place that you call your own, on your own website, on a platform that you're paying for and that you control. The other one is, should you start an ebook or write one around a passion of yours or a trending topic? So look, trending topics can be great. They can make a ton of money really fast, but they eventually die. I would rather have a sustainable business around something that I'm passionate about, because your content is going to be better. Your ebook is going to be better if you write it around something that you already know and love to do. You're good at it. If you just pick a trending topic like AI and you have no idea what you're doing when it comes to AI, your ebook is going to suck. And you want customers to read and go through your products and love them, because they will buy 50 times more of your stuff. They will spend 50 times more money with you over the next couple years if they like what you actually sell them. Create something around a topic you know nothing about, or you try to teach people how to start a business and you've never started a business, or teach them how to raise kids and you've never had kids. A thing like that, just because it's trending, it's not going to last long term. You might get lucky and make a splash of money now, but it'll all be gone in the near future. And go back to price again, that range is about $7 to $27. If you're just asking for me to pick a price for you, I'd say go with $27. It conveys value. It suggests to people that, look, this is better than what you're going to find in the bookstore, where you're going to pay $10, $15, $20 per book, because you are an expert, because you've kept this focused on one specific problem, which that in and of itself is more valuable to people. So if you like this video, let me know down in the comments below. If you want access to the AI bots that I demoed on here to just make it easier, want to try out SamCart, we have an entire process, like this really cool bundle that gives you a whole bunch of this stuff at a huge discount that you can check out right down below this video. So again, if this helped you out, leave a comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and click like on this video so we can get it out to more folks, and I'll see you in the next video.